It's Ari, and today I want to give you some tips on keeping your skin clear. I'm going to review Minocycline for you today, or Solodyn. They're both the same thing. It's a little green pill. Sometimes it comes in different forms, but anyways, Solodyn and Minocycline, they're the same thing. And I want to share my experience with it. Before this, I was taking doxycycline or Durex, and I really didn't have good results with that. But you can't really limit it to my experience, because what might work, well, what might not work for me might work for somebody else. But before I go on to my review, what I want to say is this. I think sometimes when you have tried all of the natural remedies or store-bought things, then it is time for you to go to a dermatologist. If you have tried the Proactive, you have tried going to the store and buying Neutrogena or Clearasil or Clean and Clear, and that has not worked for you, I do advise for you to go to the dermatologist. What I do kind of, at least from my experience, what I advise against is microdermabrasions, because when you go to a dermatologist's office, sometimes they'll try to sell it along with the treatment that they're going to provide you. I don't necessarily recommend it because, number one, it's quite expensive. My particular office, it was about let's say 100 to 150 per session, and it takes about 3 or 4 of those sessions for you to see any results. And the thing is, if you're just patient and you're sticking to the treatment that they're giving you, and you're eating healthy and doing things to prevent breakouts, that is not necessary. And many people have tried the microdermabrasions with no results. I mean, there must be somebody out there that it's working for, but from my experience, I say do not do that. But I do say take your butt to a dermatologist if you have been trying all the at-home things and it has not worked. What I will say is this: you have to have some patience, because I pretty much have had 3 doctors so far, and the past 2, phone call, I have to call her back. But anyway, guys, what was I going to say? I lost my whole train of thoughts. Oh, there we go. My last 2 dermatologists, they didn't really do too much of a good job for me. The first dermatologist I had, it's like he didn't even really get close enough to examine my skin. He didn't even look and see, like, you know, what type of acne I had. He didn't even ask me enough questions, I feel, to get a good understanding of my situation. It's been only a month that I've taken it, and I'm cleared up. The only thing is now I have a lot of dark spots and discoloration, because, you know, I just happen to be the type that when I had acne, I had scarring and stuff like that. So I do wear makeup just to make sure my complexion is all blended. But she did also prescribe me a bleaching cream for that, and eventually the dark spots will fade. Maybe not everything in its entirety, but I pretty much have a good feeling that it will. But other than that, the important thing is I stopped like breaking out. So I do like this pill, but the one thing is, when I first started taking it, I noticed that I was pretty lightheaded in the beginning, and I felt a little funny. But after the first week, that pretty much subsided. And with any of these acne pills or any medication in general, be careful. And a friend of mine warned me about this: yeast infections if you're a woman, okay? Make sure you're doing, you're taking your yogurt and stuff like that. One thing that's important to note that I didn't know when I was doing the Durex, and before I got this, I had a very knowledgeable pharmacist tell me, when you're taking these acne pills, I don't know about any other ones, but I know with the Durex or the doxycycline or the Minocycline or the Solodyn, you are not supposed to eat, like, I don't know, yogurt or ice cream along with this, because when you eat dairy products along with this medication, it makes it less effective. I don't know every scientific detail as to why, but pretty much the calcium in those dairy products absorbs this. So if you eat it alongside with it, it pretty much makes this very obsolete to take it. And I know in the pamphlet that I was given along with this medication, it said that you're supposed to wait 2 hours before and 2 hours after you take this medication to consume any dairy products, but I was advised by my pharmacist to wait 6 hours before taking this medication and 6 hours after to eat dairy, and I have been doing that, and I've definitely seen more maximum results. And perhaps that is why when I took the Dorex it didn't work for me, because when I was taking the Dorex or hope I'm pronouncing that right, I was eating that alongside with dairy products, and if I didn't eat it alongside, I wasn't waiting long enough. So that's one thing that you really should know when you're taking these medications. Do not eat it with dairy and wait at least 4 or 5 hours or something after you take it to eat it, because it will absorb it and pretty much make it a waste of your time. So pretty much that's my review on it. It's doing a good job. You can look at me now and you can see that I do not have bumps or anything like that. I do have makeup on, as I said before, because I wasn't feeling the little dark spots that I had, but I do have a bleaching cream that was prescribed for that, and already I can see some results from it. But obviously it's not like I'm going to put the bleaching cream on and the next day it's going to be, you know, all 100% cleared up and, you know, all even. It just doesn't work like that. But my advice is go to a dermatologist. It's a frustrating process. Sometimes you don't get the right doctor right away. Sometimes when you get a good doctor, the first medication you take may not work for you. But definitely remember to keep in mind, if they prescribe Minocycline to you or Dorex or doxycycline, to limit your intake of dairy. Well, I don't want to say limited, just pretty much have a schedule. You might want to take your Minocycline or your Dorex or your doxycycline very early in the morning and then wait 4 or 5 hours, as long as you can wait, at least I would say 4 hours, just to give you like a good amount of time. And then you would want to consume your dairy and eat your yogurt if you're a woman or anything like that that's going to help you fight against yeast infections, because not just with acne medications, but with any medication you take, there is a potential for you to develop that, and it is not fun. But other than that, I'm really happy with my results, and I'm going to do more videos on helping you to keep your skin clear, because I know how annoying it is, and it's a battle that I fought like for a very long time, because I probably had this condition since I was about in my preteens, and that's a shame. I had to think about how old I am, but I'm 24 pretty much, because I'm going to be 24 in was it 2 weeks? So I had it for a very long time, and my battle is pretty much coming to an end, and I'm just happy because it's one of the first things that people see. And maybe your acne situation isn't even that bad, but even so, you just feel like everyone's looking at you and they're probably not even paying any attention. So it makes you very self-conscious, and it's something that really affects your self-esteem. Another thing is that I want to note, I do want to do videos on my skincare routine and other things that I think is going to help you, you know, guard against your breakouts. For instance, like cleaning your makeup brushes and stuff like that. So I will be doing more videos, so stay out on the lookout. We'll stay on the lookout for that. So I hope that this video has been of some guidance to you and has provided you with some information that you may have not known before. And keep fighting, don't give up. That's my advice. It's annoying, it's depressing sometimes, but just keep in the fight and find something that works for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Bye guys.